It is the dawn of yet another campaign in Spain, this proudest of footballing nations, which has produced some of the greatest clubs and teams in the history of the sport. Nigh on impossible not to get dragged into the excitement of all of this. Wherever your loyalties lie, rejoice and hang on for the ride. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And so in Spain, the great game is ready to get going again.
It really is a thinking man's league that's given us some of the best teams, best players and best tactics and philosophies, Peter, in the 21st century. So how could it not be good?
Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
I just think what's most important is that both sides give a professional performance.
Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Andreas Pereira. Can he get onto this? Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This fella, Partey's evolved into one of the finest all-round midfielders in the game. And it's no wonder he's been coveted by so many of the elite clubs. I think he's a perfect blend of physicality and finesse, and I must admit that I got things wrong. I thought he was pretty much just a defensive midfield player. He has everything in his game.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. And that's put paid to a promising move. There's the shot! Caught offside that time.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Good pressure, determined, intense. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Andreas Pereira. Andreas Pereira touches it back. He's going for goal! Ivan Sanchez. No outsmarting him this time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Done delicately. He's in, surely! Can he finish? There it is! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Raul Moro. Good read, needed to be, and that's really well manoeuvred.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Partey. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Amala. Deftly done. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
So, for the first time this season, it's half-time. Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
And now they can spring out of defence. Team still separated by the game's only goal. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Andreas Pereira bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Substitution.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Andreas Pereira does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Substitution in progress.
Over to the left. And that's gone loose. That is a brilliant interception.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Holding on to the slenderest of leads here. Minutes must feel like hours. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Partey.
2 added minutes.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. That is a very, very tidy start. Reason for great satisfaction, great optimism ahead of what we are sure will be a very competitive season. Andreas Pereira picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I don't think they